welcome back. So I'm excited because this video is finally here. If you've been following along, I've been doing an office makeover series for the second time in this house because this house has undergone 2 office makeovers and this is the second. The reason why is because things change. This initially was just my office, but now it's turned into me and my husband's office, as well as a nursery for baby Ace. So because we're work from home parents and he doesn't go to a daycare, we're the nursery plus we're our work base right here. So this whole office had to undergo a complete makeover and be functional for all 3 of us, plus my 2 dogs, by the way. They live in here because of Ace now. And then not only did it have to be functional, I wanted it to be like neutral and aesthetically pleasing. So I did change up the entire office. I did not put a lot of money in this office, you guys. This was a very inexpensive makeover. I have a series of videos. Today I'm going to show you the changes and tell you where I got some of the things from and what did I do, and show you the before and after. But a lot of my DIYs are actually in separate videos, so I'll point those out. But if you want to check out the entire office series, I have it in a playlist and you can watch the entire series and check out each and every detail of how I changed this office for very inexpensive, okay? All right, so let's get started. I'm first gonna show you the before pictures. This was my first office makeover. I designed my office, I built the furniture myself, I put all the furniture together and literally decorated all of that myself, and I loved it. The theme was rose gold. It was perfect because again, the office was just for me. I really loved my office and the atmosphere of it. Now, here's the after. So the theme I was going for was neutral as well as just relaxing and comfy. So I wanted to add in some black and some wood tones to soften it. So I did incorporate some blacks and some woods, some gold accents as well, and then I also brought in some greenery with plants. To explain the structure of the office to you guys, so I have 2 desks in the middle of the room now for my husband and I love the spacing of this, and I covered both of these tables with wood contact paper. I showed you how I did it in a separate video, so you can check that video out, but it was very easy and very inexpensive project. They're 2 totally completely desks, but because I made them both over with the same contact paper, you really can't tell. And I also went into details and gave you guys a desk tour, so if you're wondering where anything on our desk came from, it is in that video. The desk is the center of the room and that's usually where we live, and then along the back wall I have a lot of my organization furniture. So I have a tall Billy bookcase, and this serves as like a file holder slash toy holder. So the bottom of the Billy bookcase holds a lot of Ace toys because we switch his toys out throughout the day. He gets tired of toys, so we have some in there in the playpen with him, and then we'll switch them out with some different toys, and so we have them right there so they're easy access. And then the top half of the bookcase is a lot of my file storage. I've done an office organization video, you guys. It's really not organized right now, but you can always check out my office organization video for a lot of my storage hacks. And moving on, I got this plant from Amazon and I really love this plant. It's so realistic looking. I'm an artificial girl, that's just me. If you love real plants, I definitely recommend real plants, but I don't and I can't keep them alive and I have too much going on in my life, so I am the artificial girl. But I love this plant. It's so realistic looking, it's easy to maintain, and it just gives like a room a completely different vibe and aesthetic. And I will link it below in the description box, but it's one of my favorites. I'm actually thinking about putting this plant almost in every room in my house because I love it so much. And then next to it I got the chair that I had initially before. It's the same chair. If anybody comes in the office, they can sit there, or sometimes when my husband and I have like meetings, like one of us will sit there and we just, you know, right by each other. Makes it easier. And then beside it I have a dresser. This is an IKEA dresser and it was a DIY hack. Inside of it is a lot of storage. I love these because they're huge, so they can store a lot, and I do appreciate that. And you can check that makeover in previous video. And then next to it is a printer cart, and it's a 3-tier cart, and I use it for all of my printer storage. I put this together in a different video and it's linked and all of that, but I really love it because you can move it around. And then And next to it is my IKEA calyx. Now this calyx system here was another IKEA furniture hack. You can check that video out. And then I have another plant here from Amazon. I really love this plant as well. And the basket came from Amazon. Also, my paintings up here are DIY paintings. I put all of my like DIY wall art in a video so you can see how I did that and incorporated that into my office. Very inexpensive, and all of these prints are actually in my store. They're printables, so you just print them out and put them in a frame, and easy, inexpensive decor. But yeah, they're all in my store. They're very inexpensive, but I love them. Like this right here, this is another printable. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll give you guys a close up. But it's just printables. Actually, most of my wall art is printables out of my store. And that is this whole side of the room. Now, moving on to the daycare area. So this is Ace area. He has a playpen in here. I actually am gonna come back and do a whole video about how to work from home with a baby and show you guys how I incorporate a lot more, because this is not the only thing we have. But this is just a quick shot of his area. It's a playpen with a foam mat at the bottom. And we also have a mattress in here. It's so comfortable, guys. It is so comfortable. I mean, like, we're on it all the time too. That way when he sleeps and takes his naps, he's right there. When he wakes up, he can just play with his toys, you know. So that's his area, and that's one way we're able to work from home with the baby. But I have lots of other ways too. Stay tuned for a video about that. Moving on to my bookcase. I'm actually gonna walk you guys through the bookcase because it's a lot of things I do want to point out. And also, again, if you want to see like inside of my drawers and how my office is organized, I do have a prior video I've done. Now, I'm gonna probably do an updated pretty soon in the next few months, but not anytime soon. But if you want to see how my inside of my drawers are organized, watch that video. Now let's look at this bookcase. All right guys, so this entire bookcase was another IKEA DIY hack, and I put that in my last video, how I made this over from my last design. So today I'm gonna go really quickly over like the things up here, where I got it from and the reason for the choices. So as you can probably see, the tone of it is black and white with a touch of wood and gold. On every bookcase you're gonna see hints of wood, hints of gold, as well as some white and black. I'm a huge storage person. I'm all about storage. If you watch a lot of my videos, I like organization, but my main focus is always storage. So I don't just focus on pieces for decor purposes only. I really love pieces that are not only decorative but also is functional. And if it functions as a dual purpose item, like for storage and decor, oh, I'm all for it. That's me. I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna buy it. So if you look at every bookcase, I have a piece of storage on it. So here, this is an IKEA box. This is a really big box, so I can store things in this. And then this here also is a wood box, and it's a storage box as well, so I can store things in that. This little palm item is a notebook, so it's a 3-ring binder, so I can put one of my planners in there. Little greenery. My paintings here are, again, my DIY printables from my store. You guys can get them. They're a bundle and they're super cheap. And moving on to this shelf, it's the same thing. Bookcases is all about doing a lot of layering. So, you know, books with little pieces on top. So this little cute item right here is a little bowl from IKEA. So again, it's a storage item. I can put anything in here and store it in there. So like my paper clips or any of those things, I can have a storage area for. So again, it's functional and it's decorative. Same here. These were magazine racks that are from IKEA. They were white, and I DIY'd them in my Kate Spade video. This is also was in that video. This box here was in that Kate Spade DIY video. So again, it was just DIY, and they were plain white, and I just decorated them. But they're storage containers, so I can store items in these. I can store items in this. This is a box. This right here is a canister. They're like from your kitchen with a wood top. Nothing's in it right now, but trust me, they're gonna be filled. But I love things that I can store things in. That's how you keep a clean office. If you can find a place, you can keep a clean house, because everything will have a place. But a lot of times your house gets messy and dirty because you run out of areas to store things in. So I love things that are, again, storage and decorative. That's just a canister storage. This here is a wood tissue box. So again, it's dual duty. It's serving as a tissue box as well as a wood piece of decor for my bookcase. So, and the paintings are Again, printables at my store. This was another Kate Spade DIY, the feather, and then a touch of greenery up top, and that came from Ross. So moving on to this bookcase, let me bring you guys a little bit closer. All right, so moving you guys to this side of the bookcases. So on this one is lots and lots of storage as well. So looking here, this is a candle with a wood top. Again, elements of wood. This right here, guys, this is a tea box. Okay, I found it on Amazon. It was very inexpensive, and again, it gives my tone of wood. It's storage, so I can store so many things in here. All of my little things I need for the office, whether it's SD cards or paper clips or thumbtacks. I can store so many things in this. Again, it's dual storage. It's not only decorative, useful. So this is a white IKEA box. Again, I can store papers and receipts or whatever in there. That box up there is another DIY from my Kate Spade video, but it's a really big box and it's serving as both decorative items as well as storage. I'm a huge believer in storage. Now looking at this one as well, the same thing. I love this. Is like one of my favorite paintings, you guys. Here I have a candle, wood elements, but they're not just wood elements, they are storage containers. So I can put some pins in here. I can put some little items in here, whatever I want to store in this. I really love it. Again, this little bowl from IKEA, and you can store items in that. This gold jar, storage. Again, it's serving as a decor, but it's also storage. 2 IKEA boxes, again storage. I think I got like envelopes and stuff in it. This jar right here is another storage container, and then you got some books, flowers, candles, and all of that. That little thing, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a weight up top. It's just cream, matches the decor, so it's serving again as dual purposes. It's a weight for my scale. But yeah, everything up here is serving as not only decor but also for storage purposes. I'm a huge believer in dual purposed items because the more storage you have, the less clutter you will have if you utilize it. That is, you do gotta put your stuff up in its place. But I'm a huge fan of something that's not only cute but also is a dual purpose item and serves as storage. On every shelf, I have a lot of storage. A lot of storage. Okay, as you can see, I'm a huge believer in storage, but that is my complete office makeover, you guys. And I'm gonna tell you, the biggest ticket item that I purchased was the second desk, and the desk was actually super cheap because again, we were on a tight budget. That was the biggest, I think, chunk of money we spent out for anything, and that was like $100. But other than that, everything else was inexpensive. A lot of things came from Amazon. I will link it all in my Amazon store as well as description box, so please check there if you're wondering where anything came from. I promise you can go to my Amazon store at amazon.com, shop Angel Grace 2. I am so happy I was able to redo the entire office for very, very, very inexpensive. You know, you don't have to have big budgets to make drastic changes and to upscale a room or to change the look of a room. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars. You don't have to even buy new furniture. There's so many things out there, and I have so many videos out there, guys. If you haven't watched them, be sure to go check them out. Drop me a comment and let me know which makeover you like better, the before or the after, because technically they both were makeovers, but I just changed the colors and the atmosphere. So let me know which office makeover is your favorite. I do hope you enjoyed this makeover. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you guys have any questions, just drop me a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.